got a recording? Okay. Welcome everybody to DrSpice Motivational Club. Today's topic, we're going to talk about emotions. Okay. This is a little different one, but it's going to be still pretty good. Okay. Every day we are challenged with emotions. When I wake up, do I want to go for pleasure or do I want to have the pain of discipline? Okay, if I look at it at the long term, what is better? Ask yourself, what is better? Sleeping in for 15 minutes or me getting up and getting ready for 15 minutes earlier and maybe I can get 5 minutes in reading. Now, if I do that every day, I got 35 minutes of reading. But I gained something, right? I gained knowledge, I gained power, you know? But the sleep, all I gained was pleasure, okay? Now, coming back in school, we have emotions, right? All of us have emotions. We get mad, we get sad, we get happy about some certain things. And some of us, we can't control it. And that's human nature, but let's talk about anger. Okay? Anger, I think, is a great emotion. It could be negative, it could be positive. It all depends on how you use it, right? I think anger is like the best emotion to master because if you can master anger, you can master anything. Because anger is going to be that one that's your aggressive power. That's your aggressive side. That's your, that's your masculine side. That's your, that's your drive, okay? If you can master that, you can do a lot of things. Now, here's the thing where people get messed up on. When you become angry, what happens? You lose focus. You lose your mind. You make dumb choices. There's a quote I would say to my friends when they're angry. When the water is it's super high waves, you can't see your reflection in the water. When the water is calm, you can see your reflection. That's what happens when you're angry and you can't control it. When you're angry, you can't see yourself because you are not in control. When you're angry, the emotion is in control. Okay? And how do you gotta control that anger. And if you channel that anger into energy, okay? Use that anger for working out, for bettering yourself, for anything, for going on a run. Those early morning runs that you hate, use your anger on that. Like, I hate running, no excuses. I'm gonna do that, okay? Because, I tell my friends, it's just a mindset, it's just a mentality, right? Use your anger, okay? That's the biggest thing that people don't understand, that anger is so great. I love using my anger. I use my anger in the gym. I use my anger when I'm working out, stuff like that. Because that gives me fuel. Anger is feeling. Anger is energy, right? But people waste that energy. People waste it on some dumb stuff. When you're angry, you start yelling at somebody. And what do you gain from yelling at somebody? Do you gain clarity? No. You probably worsen the relationship. But when you're angry, take a step back. Don't look at yourself as, hey, I'm looking at myself like this. Take a step back and ask yourself in a third person's view, what am I doing? Why am I doing this? If you get angry about something like, let's say you went to school late, right? Went to school late and you got angry about it. And if you could control it, you shouldn't be angry. You should be like, okay, next time I gotta wake up earlier. Or next time I gotta go in my car earlier. If you can't control it, right? Say like your mom grounded you, right? You can't control that, it's okay. Look at it as the higher blessing. Because maybe you might find a skill that, will really work out for you. Like I had a homie, he got quarantined for 2 weeks, and what he did was started making TikToks. And he started blowing up on TikTok. So if he didn't get quarantined, he would not have that success. That's where emotions come in, because if you can't control your emotions, people are going to manipulate you, right? They're going to manipulate you and things, because not everybody is a nice person. Okay, a lot of people say they're your friend. A lot of people work as spies. Because I know a couple people who say they're my friends. I know they're spies. They're waiting for that one moment where I messed up and I show my anger, I show my sadness, I show this, and they can take me out. A chair is only strong when it has 4 legs. You can't control your mind, you take it out like a leg. You can't control your body, you take out another leg. You can't control everything in your life, you take out another leg. And when you sit down, what's gonna happen? you're gonna fall. And that's what people are gonna do to you. If I know my enemy's weakness, I'm gonna exploit that. If I'm wrestling somebody, I know his leg is his weakness, what am I gonna target? His legs, right? If I know, when I'm playing football or something like I'm playing basketball, if I know their weakness is the right side, I'm gonna go on the right side. I'm gonna push them to the right. Same with life. People are gonna push you where it hurts. Because I know when I'm dealing with somebody, if I wanna piss them off, you find their weakness. And a lot of people, it's really easy. What's up, boys? But a lot of people, it's really easy to find their weakness. Because they can't control their anger, they can't control their sadness, and people are gonna manipulate them for that. They're gonna turn on them, they're gonna use that, And that's life, that's life. You have to have that control. If you wanna be successful, you have to have that discipline. If you wanna be successful, you have to have that discipline. What's up, boys?
What's up?
Right? In life, right? You can't show that. You can't show your weaknesses. You can't show that you're super angry because people are gonna take advantage of you. Like I said, you're strong when you have 4 legs on a chair. If you are angry and you're blinded by rage, you're not thinking straight, you're gonna get knocked down, right? Because you lost both your mind and your body, which people are gonna take from you. Like if I wanna exploit you for money, I'm gonna take it from you, right? I'm gonna use your anger. And another thing is sadness. So, because this all is about emotions and how to use them. People get sad, right? And I tell them, why are you sad? Okay? And they go like, I don't know, right? Okay, find a reason. Okay, find a reason and make a plan. Now ask yourself, if you can control that sadness, if you can make a change, if your girlfriend broke up with you, if you got a breakup or something like that, you can make a plan. You can make a plan. You can better yourself, right? If it's something that you can control, you can do it, okay? And you gotta ask yourself, what's your plan? Because there's pleasure and there's discipline. You can get 5 minutes of pleasure, and that 5 minutes of pleasure might be great for short term. Long term, you probably fucked up, right? For discipline, what's up, Austin?
DrSpice.
What's up, dude? What's up, guys?
What's up, brother?
So what? You want discipline, right? You want that long-term growth. You gotta sacrifice that 5 minutes of pleasure. You can't be like, oh, I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna watch 10 minutes of YouTube, right? If I have to, go work out, it's 10 minutes of YouTube, okay? I'm gonna be watching that. Then I get stuck in a rat race on YouTube. You ever go on YouTube and there's another video and you watch, boom. Huh?
Yeah.
All the time. See, like, we get distracted so easily, and that's human nature, right? We get distracted, and it comes by. 2 hours pass by, you're in that rat race, and you're like, oh shit, it's 7 o'clock. I need to go to the gym, and I still need to get my homework done. You wasted 2 hours. You gained pleasure. Yeah, you may have gained some education, but that wasn't the time for you to gain that education. That wasn't the time for you to look for YouTube. That time was for you to put in the gym, put into something else. That's what discipline is. Because I always think motivation is straight bullshit. Like, what I'm saying to you guys could be straight bullshit, right? If you don't discipline yourself, if you don't discipline yourself, because you can be really good for one day, but I don't care if you're really good for one day. I want to see how good you are for 3 months. For 3 months, I'd rather you read 1 page of a book for 3 months than read only 10 pages one day and just forget about it. I'd rather you run, 100 meters a day than you run a mile and forget about it. Because it's consistency. Consistency over time will bring success. And that's what we need. We need success. We need these stuff. Okay? And you ask yourself, what are you chasing? You have to make a plan. You always have to make a plan. You have to make a vision. Okay? You have to control your emotions. The person that controls your emotion, if you don't have control of your emotions, somebody will. Somebody will know how to tick you off. And if they know how to tick you off, they're gonna use that. They're gonna find your weakness. Like you guys play football. If you know, their weakness, if you know they can't run that fast, you're gonna use that to your advantage. You're gonna use it. Same with life. If your opponent knows you cannot control your emotions, what's gonna happen? they're gonna find a way for you to snap. And when you snap, you lose your mind. And what's the most important muscle? Is your mind, because your mind makes you successful. Your mind makes you money. Your mind makes you work. That's what your mind does. And if you lose that, it's like losing an arm. It's like losing both of your arms. What are you gonna do? Right? You're gonna be in a disadvantage. You're gonna be really in a disadvantage. And your mind is the strongest muscle. Okay, you train your mind, you know. There's a lot of stuff that's short term, okay? You could go for that short term gain. But then you ask yourself, what is the long term? What is the long term? You could go, right, and be like, okay, I'm gonna do this. And it only helps me in the short term, right? But what about the long term? You know, what if I'm like, okay, you know, I'm not gonna do this because it's gonna mess up me in the long term, because I know I have to get my goals done, right? If you write down your goals, you know you gotta get them done, right? You just gotta ask yourself, what is your plan? And if you got a plan, you gotta take that plan and you gotta make it a reality. Because a lot of people got dreams, but I think dreams and ideas are good. They're a start. But who do you know takes the action? Very small people. And then what happens? They take the action, people make fun of them, they quit. And when they quit, they feel the biggest pain in life. The biggest pain in life is regret. Because regret does not have any fix to it. I can't say, oh, I can move on easily. Because depending on a person, you know, they could have been like, oh, I could have been, you know, a really famous actor, but I quit because some people were making fun of me, right? And then the kids would be like, why'd you quit? You know, you could have been something. You were really good at it. You should have listened to yourself, right? You should have listened to you, that internal belief. Because if you had a dream, you got to protect that, right? And you got to go for that, right? There's always more in life. You can always get something. You know, I tell people, follow your dreams, follow your passions. It doesn't matter what anyone thinks, because that is short term. And you got to sacrifice that short term if you want to get that long term gain. It's like stocks. Yo, sometimes it's going to be really shitty. Sometimes it's going to be really shitty. But then 5-10 years, you're going to be really good. Like, seriously, just think of yourself as a stock, right? Way too many people give up too early. And when they give up too early, they lose out. Like, imagine this, right? Imagine you invested, say, like $10 in like Amazon, right? When it first started, and then 3, 4, 5 years go on, and you sell it. And then 10 years from that, and 15 and to now, you realize, oh, it's really good. It's a really good stock. But you sold out. You sold it when it was like $30. You missed out when it was $1,000. And that's people's life. They missed out when it's $1,000. They miss out the big opportunities because their mind is weak. You listen to other people that will bring you down, it's not going to help you. That's why you need to control your emotions. You can't get mad at everything. You get mad at everything, then it's just like, what's the point? You know, you won't find fulfillment in life. You won't find this, right? You use your anger as energy. Use it as energy. If you're mad at something, use it in a good way. Go work out. If I hate running, but I use my energy for that and be like, I hate running, and I just use that anger to run. And that's really what it is. If you can find your emotion, you can capture that and be self-aware. Because you don't want someone to control your emotions like you're a little puppet. You guys are not puppets, you guys are humans, right? Yeah. Control your emotions. And another thing is, check your mindset. Check the friends that you're dealing with. Because that's just as important. Because if I'm surrounded with good energy, what's going to happen? I'm gonna get good energy. Think about this. If you have a rotten fruit, and you put rotten fruit on good apples, like a rotten apple on some good apples, what happens? All the apples get rotten. That's what happens. If you have one bad friend in a good circle, that energy is going to either influence everyone else and they're going to turn negative. They're going to bring that person down. Or all that good people are going to turn that negative person into a good person. See? It's nature. Like, I have to surround myself with people that I know inspire me and do better. Right? I have to, because in my circle, I should be the dumbest one. Because if I'm the dumbest one, that's good. That's good because I can learn. I can learn more and more and more, right? I can always learn. But if I'm the smartest one in my circle, I need to get a better circle. I need to improve. Like if I'm only hanging out with like high schoolers and stuff like that, right? If that's my circle, and I become better, and I'm the top dog in my circle, and I've learned everything, I need to go up. Maybe college ones, maybe business executives, maybe all these people, right? So I can learn and learn and learn. What's the time?
3:15.
3:15. Okay. That's the end of the speech. Any questions? Yeah, what's up?
So like you were talking about how if you're the smartest one in your circle, like you can find a better circle. But I feel like especially in high school, it's really hard to like get out of your circle.
Yeah.
And like not be that guy that like stop hanging out with them.
Yeah.
So what's your advice?
So I understand your point. So basically, I wouldn't say abandon them, right? I would say divert your attention to finding people that are better than you.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Just ghost them?
No, don't ghost them. Be
Ghost them.
like
But I know what you mean. Just,
Yeah.
I know what you mean.
it's like just divert your attention to that, because then you can help them learn. Because the best way for you to learn is actually to mentor people, right? You can always learn from mentoring people, and maybe that's for your circle. You're the mentor.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Totally. And you can go up and be like, talk to say you play football, right, Michael? Right? Obviously, right? If you want to learn how to be a better quarterback, maybe you would go up to college people, right? Or something like that, gain more insight, right?
Hang out with people that are better than you. So you
Exactly.
actually become better.
Exactly. See? It's like in sports as well.